Out by Lonesome Hill under that old oak tree, where the dust spins gold and the late days glow. We carved our names, wild hearts run free. In the bark they're faded now, just like the snow. Scarves in the wind, your laughter in the air. We danced on shadows of the coming night. Your silver locket, the moonlight in your hair, a memory's whisper neath the stars' soft light. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries for you and me. Her tears are the rain on empty cabin floors. The wind, it moans through branches of the tree, where our love ain't sheltered anymore. The gravel roads, now overrun with thorns, lead to the porch where once your song would play. Echoes of boots on wood, and now just forlorn, a symphony of what's been swept away. An empty saddle lays beside the trail where once we rode through fields of waving grain. And now all that's left is a lonesome nightingale singing ballads of our joy and pain. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries for you and me. Her tears are the rain on empty cabin floors. The wind, it moans through branches of the tree, where our love ain't sheltered anymore. Sometimes a heart is like those fading trails, lost beneath the weeds that time has grown. And in my dreams I roam where love prevails, only to wake on Lonesome Hill alone. So Lonesome Hill cries, and I cry too. The sunsets blaze on the lonely paths I roam, each step away from where our love once grew. The Lonesome Hill cries and I can't find home. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries and I can't find home. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved, a whisper in the leaves, a memory starved. Under boot heels, gravel roads where we used to tread, each stone a silent witness to the words we never said. Oh, the dust stood still on that lonely cattle trail as the sun bled red over hills my heart frail. A scarf you left behind on the old porch swings low, ghosts in the wind where the lost loves go. Now the cabin's empty, the door squeaks no more. Your laughter just an echo from a time before. The rain falls on the saddle, left out in the gray, riding through the thunder, trying to wash my pain away. Yes, the dust stood still while my heart learned to roam. Sunsets on the prairie, but never found a home. That scarf still swinging, weathered and worn, tied to what's gone. In the silence I mourn. And I've heard the howling coyotes calling out just like my soul, searching for something lost, a story left untold by the fading trails where the wildflowers dare. I find a bit of you on the wind, in the air. So the dust stood still, and it holds me like a spell in the quiet towns where our shadows fell. I'm held by the land and a love that time can't kill, with a heart full of dreams where the dust stood still.
By the creaky old door where the scarves hang free, I met your shadow neath the whispering tree. Old porch, listen to our laughter spill on that sun-kissed morn by the daffodil. Oh, the wind sings low through the lonely pines, carries tales of you in the waning lights. My heart's held fast on that rugged plain where love danced once, or just echoes remain. Years drifted like dust on a gravel road. You and the sunshine both swallowed whole. Empty cabin with its fading trails keeps the ghost of your perfume in our fairy tales. Oh, the wind sings low through the lonely pines, carries tales of you and the waning lights. My heart's held fast on that rugged plain where love danced once, now just echoes remain. Etched in the wood where we carved our names, swore we always would. But time has a way turning oak to dust, leaves me whispering to the stars as the sunset must. Oh, the wind sings low through the lonely pines, carries tales of you in the fading light. My heart's held fast on that rugged plain where love danced once, just shadows remain. So here's to the porch where the past listened in to the dreams we dreamed and the might have been. As the night draws close and the stars appear, I feel you near, though you're nowhere near.
In the hush of the canyon, under a blood-red sky, an oak tree stands silent where we used to lie.
The breeze carries dust off a trail once worn by two young shadows in the gold of morn. A scarf you left still dances with the wind on that old porch swing where our dreams had been. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, wildflower loves and tangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Years rode in like a storm on those gravel clenched roads, washing away the footsteps where our loved ones strode. The tavern's laughter turned to echoes as time wore on, and the drinks taste bitter where your laughter's gone. An old saddle sits idle, a relic of the past, like the heartbeats shared that weren't meant to last. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, wildflower loves and tangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Tonight the rain speaks softly on the tin roof above, murmuring tales of what it's like to lose a love. Through the window the world's a watercolor blur, every droplet a memory, every storm a stir. The canyon whispers one last time, a lonesome love of a cowboy's heart, and a love that filled it full. Now the trails fade under the sky's weeping veil, and the whispering winds I'll forever tell your tale. As the world turns quiet and the shadows play in the canyon's heart, our love will stay. Under the shadow of an ancient oak tree, where the creek hums songs to the setting sun, we carved our names, wild hearts running free in that sacred place our love had begun. Your laughter tangled with the autumn breeze, boots lined with dust from roads we walked as one. Every whisper in the leather, a story of peace in those quiet towns where our dreams spun. Oh, how those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the cold moonlight. Each creak of leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. Years drifted by like leaves in that creek. The old porch swing sways, empty and worn. Through dust and rain those boots would speak of laughter faded in hearts that were torn. The oak tree stands but the initials fade. Lone cabin by the road where love mourns in the silence of the trails where we once laid. Only footprints and memories are reborn. Those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the fading light. Each creak a leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. And as the sun dips behind the hills
sweet sorrow of letting go. Your scarf still holds a scent of spring rain, a remnant of joy, a token of pain. So let those boots whisper as I walk alone, their tales of a love that's overthrown. Ghosts in the leather walking me home under starlit skies, forever to roam our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers, our story forever told.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay, along across the lane, I recall a cabin weathered by the wind and rain. Her laughter lived like wildfire, wild and uncontained, and in that flickering sunlight her smile called my name. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice would softly clang. Each corner of my restless heart, a love I can't reclaim. Now the prairie winds are colder and the silence speaks her name. Since her smile called my name, nothing's been the same. Underneath the porch light, where we used to sit and dream, an empty rocking chair now sways a ghostly quiet scene. That dusty road we walked along, now just a fading trail. Her scarf still hangs upon the hook, frayed and pale. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice would softly claim. Each corner of my restless heart, a love I can't reclaim. Now the prairie winds are colder and the twilight feels so tame. Since her smile called my name, everything's changed. In the silence neath the stars, I feel her touch in the midnight rain. Each drop of memory falling softly mingle joy and pain. An old guitar plays slowly a melody of days when she was mine, echoing through the canyon like a lost, forgotten time. Like a whisper through the chaparral, her voice forever claims a part of my wandering soul on these endless open plains. Now every sunset's bittersweet, painted with her flame. Since her smile called my name, I've never been the same. Every trail I ride, every quiet night, her smile calls my name. In the shadow of the valley, where the wild cotton blows, stood an old wooden house by the creek overgrown. A porch wrapped in ivy, oak whispers at dawn, That's where I loved her. Now that old house is gone. Old house washed away by the rivers of time, left me with memories and her sweet summer smile. Now I roam through the silence under big starry skies, holding on to a ghost of her whispers inside. The bench where we sat, now swallowed by the rain. Old trails that we walked, just gravel and pain. Saddlebags filled with dreams, now dust in the wind. She's a song in the storm I can't sing again. Old house washed away by the rivers of time, left me with memories and her sweet summer smile. Now I roam through the silence under big starry skies, holding on to a ghost of her whispers and sighs. By the oaken gate I pause and I stare, scarf in my hand, feeling her hair. Echoes of laughter drift from the past, love's fleeting shadow wasn't meant to last. Old house washed away, driftwood on the shore. Her love's just a whisper, can't hear anymore. I'm a shadow at sunset, alone and astray, holding on to a dawn that has faded away. Oh, holding on to a dawn that has faded away. In the shadow of an oak, by dusty trails bend, where the sunset paints gold on an old cabin's end, I recall soft whispers from her boots in the sand, echoing softly in this wild, lonesome land. And those boots whisper secrets of a love that once was, whispers lost in the wind, like the dust they once caused. Each step away from me, under vast starry skies, leaves my heart worn and weathered where old passion lies. Now the trail's gone quiet, under skies dim and gray. Her scarf on the porch swing just flutters away. Where laughter once echoed, now only winds moan. Empty saddle beside me, I ride on alone. Those boots whisper secrets of a love that once was, whispers lost in the wind, like the dust they once caused. Now each creak of my saddle's a symphony set of dreams we once rode on, and the fall that we had. By the light of a campfire with stars overhead, I ponder old memories and the life I've led. Did the wild call her heart to roam far from our door, or was it my silence that whispered her to soar? So her boots whisper still as I tread this long path through the echo of footsteps in the aftermath. Like the rain on the roof, words unsaid haunt my dreams. On gravel roads fading, nothing's quite as it seems. In the quiet twilight, as the day dips to sleep, her whispers and breezes across canyons deep still guide my lone heart under skies white and blue, to wander forever with the ghost of her hue.
Out where the oak tree shadows stretch past the edge of this worn wooden deck, it's where we watch the world turn gold on the porch of the ranch now turned so cold. We swore our dreams beneath the stars, tangled hearts in the soft glow of Mars. Now the wind whispers through empty halls, dust settles where your laughter once called. Sunsets bleed into crestfallen nights under the silence of lost lovers' lights. This abandoned ranch turned cold and gray holds the ghosts of our yesterday. Past the river where we used to swim, gravel roads overgrown, memories dim. The town's old saloon stands quiet and tired, like the fire in my soul that once burned inspired. No more echoes on that creaky front porch, just a lone saddle and a flickering torch. The wind whispers through empty halls, dust settles where your laughter once called. Sunsets bleed into crestfallen nights under the silence of lost lovers' lights. This abandoned ranch turned cold and gray holds the ghosts of our yesterday. Sometimes I think I hear your scarf and breeze, or see your shadow in the sway of the trees. But it's just the soul of this lonely place and the echo of a tender vanished grace. So I whisper goodbye to the quiet ground, to the love that once lived but can't be found. As the sun dips low, my heart still stays serenading the ruins with our old love's praise. This abandoned ranch, forever turned cold, keeps the stories of us that will never grow old.
In the shadow of the valley where the oak tree used to stand, I carved our names inside a heart upon its age, a wrinkled hand. There's a cabin on the hillside where the window frames the west, where the sun poured like a river on the scarf that graced your chest. Oh, the sunset stays, but you're gone away, leaving echoes on this old porch where we'd sway. Dust rises with my sorrow on trails where we did roam. The sunset stays to light my way, but it can't guide you home. how the porch swings, just a relic, and that oak tree's lying low. Storms have cleared the hill and hollow where I whisper and winds would blow. My boots tread through the silence of a path we paved with dreams, and the stars don't seem as bright now, dimmed by all my silent screams. Oh, the sunset stays, but you're gone away. Every twilight burns a memory of that day. A rain washes over footprints, but yours are set in stone. The sunset stays to warm my heart, but leaves it chilled to bone. Underneath that endless sky where your laughter filled the air, I roam these restless roads alone, finding solace nowhere. Yet in every setting sun, your smile is what I see, and though I'm destined to ride on, part of you rides with me. Yes, the sunset stays, and it's here to say, like the love I hold for you that won't decay. Wind whispers through the sagebrush, singing soft your name. The sunsets will keep holding on, but I'll never be the same. The sunset stays. Oh, the sunset stays. Underneath the ragged oaks, where the scarlet sun dips low, I found her scarf, a whisper of her lavender and rose. Beside the creek where we first kissed, the water's song now slow. Murmurs tales of the girl I loved in a time lost to the shadows. Saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns as lonely as the echo. The porch swing sways a silent ghost. Cabin stands alone, gravel roads that knew our names, now overgrown with stone. The bed of blooms we once tended, wild winds have overthrown. In the fields of our promises, only dust and whispers moan. Saddle and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns as lonely as the echo.
twilight spent, searching horizons for a sign, chasing what she meant. But every passing ridge I cross just deepens the indent of her absence in my saddle, in every trail I've been. Saddle burns and sunset turns, I roam where rivers flow. Their courses change much like the heart in lands that time forgot. Maybe trails end, maybe souls mend in the dust of rodeo, but her memory rides beside me forever in each trot, underneath the starlit sky, where dreams and rivers meet. I whisper to the winds of west, her name soft and sweet.
The edge of a sleepy tide, the waves hum low like a lullaby. The stars are winking with a knowing glow. Night wraps me up in a gentle flow. The trees are swaying in a rhythm slow. A breeze whispers secrets it seems to know. I trace the constellations with my hand, lost in a dream I don't understand. Breathe in the stillness, let it unfold. The night is soft, but it feels so bold, floating in the quiet of this endless tune, dreaming under the glow of the silver moon. The crickets sing in a one-note choir. The melody builds as the night grows high. The sand is cool beneath my feet. A soothing pulse, a steady beat. Time feels frozen in this endless now. No past, no future, just here somehow. The world is hushed but alive in its way. I could stay here till the break of day. Breathe in the stillness, let it unfold. The night is soft, but it feels so bold, floating in the quiet of this endless tune, dreaming under the glow of the silver moon.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long into dusk, I found a scarf you left, now faded threads of musk. By the old log cabin where our initials are still carved, a letter waits in silence, edges worn and starved. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm riding through dreams I can't hold. Gravel roads, they've shifted just like time's cruel hand. The saddle's worn and brittle where once it made us stand. That porch we'd sit just waiting for the rain to bless the land. Now it only echoes one set of boots and a solitary man. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm lost in dreams that I can't hold. Underneath the weeping willow, I confess to stars above, how the heart can hold such spaces filled with endless love. But the shadows grow in corners where your laughter used to stray, and in the stillness of the night my soul just drifts away. Oh, the winds, they sing of you down the empty, endless trails, where our memories roam like shadows hidden deep in veils. Each sunset's a reminder of the love that had to fold. And every night I'm riding haunted by the cold. A letter waits unread, my dear, where tears and time prevail, in the heart of a lonesome cowboy riding the lonely trail. Out where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark, a heart aflame. Beneath its boughs we swore in vain, in wild lands where the wind speaks and whispers, that old porch where your laughter rang, a melody amidst the rustling plains. Now just a shadow under moon's wane, where a cracked frame lingers. Those days of dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Old ghosts walk these empty roads, through whispered pines and forgotten notes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. The cabin stands on the ridge alone, its windows dark, its warmth unknown. Gravel roads reclaimed by thorn, echoes of our footsteps, now just echoes. That saddle hangs unweathered still, untouched by time against my will. Each dusk I trace the lonely hill, where memories like rivers softly. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone, fading trails where we once run. Sunset paints the skies you won, but I'm just a shadow fading deeper. Old ghosts walk these empty roads,
whispered pines and forgotten notes. In the silence of this heavy load, my heart keeps calling to the keeper. And so I ride beneath the stars, guided by the night's soft scars, learning that love, like life, is sparred by time's ungentle, cruel hands. Those days are dust, your scarf's undone. Each sunset lost, each day is won. In this life where I must roam, I carry your love, my eternal home. The cracked frame lingers, but it's clear. In every whisper I feel you near. A cowboy's heart, lone but sincere, holding to memories I ride on alone.
In the shadow of the oak, where wild horses used to roam, I found a scarf of faded red beneath the setting sun's last glow. The old porch creaked under the weight of ghostly tales untold. Her laughter hung on the prairie wind in the whispering grass so bold. Oh, but that empty bed tied down, where dreams and dust collide, in a cabin by the creek, under the endless starlit sky. Each night I lie awake, where her whispers used to tread. A heart can't roam forever, around an empty bed tied down. The trails through amber fields where the river bends and sighs, but time it rusts like the old gate swings and all but love denies. The saddle hangs untouched, it seems, since she rode off with the dawn, and all that's left is the echo of goodbye and the silence after she's gone. Oh, but that empty bed tied down, where dreams and dust collide, in a cabin by the creek, under the endless starlit sky. Each night I lie awake, where her whispers used to tread. A heart can't roam forever, round an empty bed tied down. There's a wisdom in the wind, an old story it wants to say, about a cowboy's heart that loved and lost, but the prairie calls him stay. Rain may wash the old roads clean, but some tracks they never fade. Like the path I walk in my mind each night, where her memory softly lays. So here's to the empty bed tied down, where my weary soul finds rest, in the quiet of the night, with her shadow in the west. Though time may march and the stars may fall and the world may turn its head, a cowboy's heart keeps wandering round an empty bed tied down. Yeah, I'm forever bound to that empty bed tied down. Out by the old Dixon line, where the oak tree stands alone. I carved our names inside a heart now overthrown by stone. The prairie wind whispers through the grass, a soft and sorrowed tone. It's where I last held you close for this life I roam. But the fence fades under the weight of years, just like the love we lost, drowned in silent tears. And every sunset bleeds a color I once knew, out where the wild heart grieves beneath the sky so blue. These boots have wandered far since the porch light dimmed out, past empty cabins, down gravel roads filled with doubt. The saddle's worn, the scarf you gave is frayed along the edge. Every trail I ride, a fading line, a broken pledge. The fence fades under the weight of years, just like the love we lost, drowned in silent tears. And every sunset bleeds a color I once knew, out where the wild heart grieves beneath the sky so blue. In the quiet towns where shadows lay their claim, I feel you like the soft, forgiving rain. Yet I wander still, a ghost among the dust, chasing echoes of a love in the winds I trust. Yes, the fence fades, swallowed by the land, like my heart's lines, drawn in the shifting sand. As the darkness feeds on the last light's view, I'm holding on to a memory forever lost to you. As the fence fades, and so do I, beneath the mournful, endless sky.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, near the creek where we carved our names of June. The old porch creaks with the weight of songs unsung, as the twilight holds whispers of you in the monsoon. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies, and now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch, lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. The cabin stands empty where your scarf caught the wind. On a rusty nail, it's still dancing, threadbare and thin. The trail we walk now overgrown, where no footsteps tread. Everything's changed, the dreams we dream now dead. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies, and now just gaze on my behalf.
in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. By the fading light on this gravel road I roam, each sunset a reminder this world ain't home. Just a wanderer's heart with nowhere to rest, holding on to a ghost in the west's lonely chest. Silence remembers, and it's the keeper of my soul. In the quiet your memory plays the sweetest role. And as the dust settles with the setting sun, I know silence remembers what I've never truly won. Silence remembers, oh, silence remembers.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs, I found a locket of rusted gold beneath the endless sky. Engraved initials, worn and old, whisper secrets when I pry. Takes me back to dusty roads and the tears we didn't cry. Locket closed her eyes, memories inside, neath the willows weep, where our promises lie. The wind sings her name through the prairie's embrace, and in every sunset's flame I see her trace. The cabin's quiet, the porch worn with the echoes of her life. Gravel roads we walked along, now paths of the past. The scarf she left still smells like rain and the dreams we dared to cast. But time pulled her away from me as shadows grew vast. Locket closed her eyes, memories inside, beneath the willows weep, where our promises lie. The wind sings her name through the prairie's embrace, in every sunset's flame I see her trace. Oh, these hills recall the touch of her hand, and the stars up above, they understand how the heart holds on, though the years may flee. In the solitude of the trails she walks with me. Locket closed her eyes, and so must I. With every dawn I try to say goodbye, but the wind sings her name, sweet and low, in the lands where the lonely cowboys go. Locket closed her eyes, never to say goodbye. Out by the old Weaver's Creek, where the oak shadow lays deep and wide, found an old hat
faded and worn under that blue stretch of the endless sky. Reminds me of days, dust in your smile. You tip that brim with a wink in your eyes. But the hat stays like the echo of your laughter in the hollows of this heart that can't move past you. The wind whispers your name through the canyon sides, under the twilight where our old love lies. The saddle's empty on the porch, it's seen better days. The scarf you love now just sways in the breeze. Town's a ghost of itself, just like me, walking these gravel roads where you walked with me. Cabin's empty, our dreams just dust, fading trails where we once loved. Yes, the hat stays like the echo of your laughter in the hollows of this heart that can't move past you. The wind whispers your name through the canyon sides, under the twilight where our old love lies. There's a peace in the solitude, a pain in the quiet, reflections in the creek, your face in the riot of memories flood and the rains come down, washing my soul where hope once was found. So the hat stays, not ready to let it go. Part of you still lingers in the sunset's glow. Hear your whisper with the cold night's breeze while I sing our song to the whispering trees. Yeah, the hat stays, and I stay too, in the shadow of the past, holding on to you. Holding on to in the shadow of the oak tree, where the river bends and sighs, your laughter hung on the summer breeze, 'neath endless azure skies. We carved our names within the bark, a vow in whispered tones, now just a ghost upon the wind through empty cabins' moans. And smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, paints your shadow beside it. Every gravel road, every sunset glows, takes me back to you. And smile waits, it knows. Years have worn the saddle where you once sat close to me. Trails grown over dreams like dust, lost to eternity. The scarf you left still smells of rain, of storms we used to chase. Fading trails and twilight's grass, a love I can't replace. And smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, paints your shadow beside it. Every gravel road, every sunset glows, takes me back to you. And smile waits, it knows. By the crackling fire's light, solitary figure now in our once cherished space. The whisper of the river is a lonesome serenade. I wonder if you hear it too across the choices made. So smile waits at the porch where we used to sit. The sun dips low, erases shadows bit by bit on every lonesome road where the cold wind